All right. Today we are going to pick up where we left off from the last video. We have finished drawing the base and we have finished drawing the vertical piece. Today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to join the vertical piece to the base, and then we are going to draw the cell phone holder, the small piece of the cell phone holder. So we're going to start by joining the vertical piece to the base. And the way we're going to do that is by using the move tool. And so what I want is for this rabbit to interlock with the base right here. Let me put my highlighter on, focus. So we want this corner to line up to this corner. So what I'm going to do is use my move tool right over here. I'm going to select move. And when I come down to here, you're going to see the blue gets highlighted for the component, and you're going to see a lot of different dots. We want to only pick this bottom dot right here. I'm going to zoom in so you can get some clarity. This is the dot that we want to choose. So I'm going to click it and then zoom out. And now you can see I'm able to move my object. Okay. So I'm going to bring it near the base, and you can see it snapping into place, but I want to zoom in to make sure I'm putting it in the right spot. So don't click, just zoom. Okay. And what I want to do is line it up to the bottom edge of the base. And then when I get to the corner, you should see it snap to the corner. See that? Once it snaps to the corner, don't move your mouse, just left click. And now it should be attached in place. And what you want to do is just inspect that everything is lined up corner to corner, left to right. If it's staggered a little bit and this is moved over to the right or moved over to the left, it's an easy fix. You can just click and move it again, or you can use undo and try to move it again. So now we have our base joined to our vertical piece. So that is the first part of this lesson. And the second part is going to be to draw the cell phone holder small piece. Okay. This piece is a 1/2 inch thick, just like all the other pieces. It's 3.5 inches wide, same as all the other pieces. Our length is 2.25 inches, so that's going this way. And then the hole that we drill is 5/16 diameter. All right. So we're going to draw the object, then we're going to lay out and drill the hole in the next step. So we are going to have our screen adjusted like this. We're going to get our rectangle tool, and let's try to draw. We can snap somewhere out here because, again, we don't want it connected yet. So I'm going to click, and I want it to be vertical. So we should, I think, be seeing it in green. All right, once I have it in green, let's see how this does. So 3.5 inches by our length is 2.25 inches. See what happens. Okay, so we have our 3.5 inches by 2.25 inches. So 3.5 is our width, 2.25 is our length. So we have that drawn nicely right over here. Let's just center our screen a little bit. And this should all be familiar to you for the other drawings. We're going to use our push-pull tool. Highlight the surface, click, move it out. You can go in or out, whichever you prefer. 1/2 inches, and I'm going to hit enter. So now we have the part drawn, okay, right here. And now all we have left as far as building is to draw the hole, the 5/16 diameter hole. So I'm just moving my camera and zooming in a little bit here. And now we're going to do some layout lines. So with our tape measure tool, we're going to click to the midpoint. Once you see the midpoint, click, bring your cursor out, and I'm going to move down to here until I find the midpoint right here, and I'm going to click. So now I have a center line going vertically, going across. Now I want to do a horizontal center line. So I'm going to click at the intersection. Never mind. Don't click at the intersection. Sorry about that. Let's try this again. Tape measure tool. So we're going to click somewhere out here. Don't click on the line that you just drew. Now that gives you a guideline. Now as you come down, come over to here until it snaps to the blue intersection here, and then click. Now we have an intersection, and where that intersects is the center of this piece of wood. So now what we want to do is go to our draw where it says rectangle right now. If we click, we have options, one of which is to draw a circle. Don't click this one. It looks similar, but it's not a circle. It's a polygon. So we want to click the circle. Okay. Now, I think my toolbar is covering it up, but when you draw the circle, there's a difference between the radius and the diameter. What this asks for is for you to type the radius in. So a little math here, refresher. Radius is the halfway across the circle, and the diameter is from one side of the circle to the other. Okay, so if you look in the bottom corner here, it says radius. Okay, so radius is half of the diameter. Now, we want our hole that we drill to be 5/16 of an inch in diameter. So in order to figure out the radius, we have to divide 5/16 in half. And 5/16 divided by 2 gives us 5/32. So I am going to type for the radius 5/32. I'm going to do inches. And I'm going to hit enter. And what that gives us is a circle with a 5/32 radius, but a 5/16 diameter. Okay. Now that you have that drawn, we can delete our guidelines. Oops. So we're going to click until the guidelines turn blue. I'm going to hold shift so I can select both guidelines at the same time. And then I hit delete, and that gets rid of our guidelines. And now I'm just going to pan at a little bit of an angle so I can do my push-pull. Okay. And I'm going to click, move it out until you kind of see like a shadow to the other side. And let's see. Click and see what that does. Might have made a protrusion. Yes, it did. So we're going to undo that. And we might have to type in how much we want to take away, which should be a 1/2 inch. So I'm going to type 1/2 inches and hit enter. And now you see when I did that, now we have drilled the hole through the cell phone holder small piece. Okay, so that is the building that we needed to do for this. So now we are going to make it a component. So we're going to right click, whoops. We're going to select the entire object. We're going to right click and click make component. Now I'm going to name this cell phone holder small piece. Okay. And I'm going to click OK. So now that is one unit, one component. And now we're going to put our dimension lines in. So tape measure, dimension lines. And I do want to see this on yours so that I know that you have it drawn to these dimensions. So we're going to do from here to here, bring it out. There's our 1/2 inch. And last but not least, let's do our length over here. Bring that out to there. So we have a 1/2 inch thick, 3.5 inches wide, 2.25 inches long. And let's show our labeling. So I'm going to click here, bring it out, and that is our, let's see, bring it up here. That is our cell phone holder, small piece, okay? All right, so this is what I want to see today. Drawing, just to recap, go back over here. So to recap, first you want to join the vertical piece to the base, and then let's draw the cell phone holder small piece, drill the hole, dimension it, label it. When you screenshot this one, zoom in a little bit so that I can see the dimensions. So kind of get your screen something like this so that I can see the dimensions okay. And oh, one more dimension. Let's see if we can label the circle. Maybe not. No. Okay, don't worry about that then. All right, so this is what I want to see. And that is going to finish the assignment for today.